Good day, everybody. Hopefully, everybody can hear me now because we're trying again. Normally, we do this broadcast. In fact, we did this broadcast at 12 o'clock. But those who are with me know that we had a problem. We couldn't record. Well, we had no volume, so nobody could hear me. So we're going to try this again. This is the second attempt at the daily reading for The Science of Getting Rich. Once again, I'm RJ Horner, host and facilitator here in Live and Love Life. And we've been studying wealth building and mainly the science of getting rich, attracting financial success through creative thought. This is a Wallace D. Wattles book written in 1910, and it's really outdated. Two reasons for doing this. One, I want to build my wealth. I want to get rich. I think we all deserve to be rich. In fact, in order to live that life we want to live and build the life we love, it takes money. It takes wealth. So in order to enjoy that life, we need to have all the money we can spare. So I think it's our purpose in order to enjoy life, to have all the wealth we can. Now, I'm not doing this to be greedy or selfish. I'm doing it to help the world at large become better. The better I am, the more wealth I have to spare, the better a life I can live. But I can also empower people to be wealthy as well. And I can help through this community, I can help people become rich. So today we are on day 8, and our reading is chapter 7, The Science of Getting Rich, Gratitude. The illustrations given in the last chapter will have conveyed to the reader the fact that the first step forward to getting rich, the first step towards getting rich is to convey the idea of your wants to the formless substance. This is true, and you will see that in order to do so, it becomes necessary to relate yourself to the formless intelligence in a harmonious way. To secure this harmonious relationship is a matter of such primary and vital importance that I will give some space to its discussion here. I will give you instructions which, if you follow them, will be certain to bring you into a perfect unity of mind with God. The whole process of mental adjustment and attunement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Secondly, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And thirdly, you relate yourself to it through a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Many people who order their lives rightly in all other ways are kept in poverty by their lack of gratitude. Having received one gift from God, they cut the wires which connect them with Him by failing to make no acknowledgement. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. It is also easy to understand that a soul that is always grateful lives in closer touch with God than one who never looks to Him in thankful acknowledgement. When good things come to us, the more gratefully we fix our minds on the supreme power, the more good things we will receive, and the more rapidly they will come. The reason for this is simply that the mental attitude of gratitude draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. If it is a new thought to you that gratitude brings your whole mind into closer harmony with the creative energies of the universe, consider it well, and you will see that it is true. The good things you already possess have come to you because of certain laws. Gratitude will lead your mind out along the ways by which things come, and it will keep you in close harmony with creative thought and prevent you from falling into competitive thought. Gratitude alone can keep you looking toward the infinite and prevent you from falling into the error of thinking that the supply of riches is limited, and to think that would be fatal to your hopes. There is a law of gratitude, and if you are to get the results you seek, it is absolutely necessary that you should observe this law. The law of gratitude is the natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. The grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the supreme power is a liberation or expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it is addressed, and as a result, God responds with an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and He will draw nigh unto you. That is a statement of psychological truth. And if your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in the formless substance will be strong and continuous. The movement of the things you want will always be toward you. Notice the grateful attitude that Jesus took. How he always seems to be saying, I thank thee, Father, that thou hearest me. You cannot exercise much power without gratitude, because it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. The value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot keep from being dissatisfied with things as they are. The moment you permit your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction upon things as they are, you will begin to lose ground. You fix attention upon the common, the poor, the squalid, and the mean. And the mind takes form of these things. You will then transmit these forms of mental images to the formless. Thus, the common, the poor, the squalid, and the mean will come to you. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior. And to surround yourself with inferior things, on the other hand, to fix your intention on the best is to surround yourself with the best and to become the best. The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we gave our attention. We are thinking substance, and thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form of or character of the best and will receive the best. Also, faith is born of gratitude. The grateful mind continually expects good things, and expectation becomes faith. The reaction of gratitude upon one's own mind produces faith. Every outgoing wave of grateful thanksgiving increases faith. The person who has no feeling of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith. And, as he will see in the following chapters, without a living faith, you cannot get rich by the creative method. It is necessary then to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Do not waste time thinking or talking about the shortcomings or wrong actions of plutocrats or trust magnates. Their organization of the world has made your opportunity. All that you have received really has come to you because of them. Do not rage against corrupt politicians. If it were not for politicians, we should fall into anarchy, and your opportunity would be greatly lessened. God has worked a long time and very patiently to bring us up to where we are in industry and government, and he is going right on with his work. I believe that he will do away with plutocrats, trust magnates, captives of industries, and politicians as soon as they can be spared. But in the meantime, they are very necessary. Remember that they are helping to arrange the lines of transmission along which your riches will come to you. Be grateful to them. This will bring you into a harmonious relationship with the good in everything, and the good in everything will move toward you. That's our reading today. It's chapter 7. And again, it's all about gratitude. It's being thankful for what you have received, whether that be good or bad. I know that I've gotten to where I am because of the lessons I've learned. And again, I'm studying to be rich because I've struggled a long time with debt. Debt is a part of my life, or has become a part of my life. And it's really now for me to remove that debt. And I've taken steps to remove that debt, but only because of the lessons I've learned along the way. I've learned what debt is doing to me. I've learned the costs of borrowing money to live the life I'd love to live. And now it's time to get past that, to move forward. And one of those steps is eliminating the debt. There are ways to do that. I don't care what your situation is, how you got yourself there. There are ways to remove your debt. Even if and no matter what, they require sacrifice. But I'm able to move forward because I'm grateful for what brought me here. I've learned some lessons, and I'm thankful for every lesson I've learned. I hope I'm ready for the next steps. I know I've got more lessons to learn. One of those lessons is I'm going to have to learn how to live according to that sacrifice. I'm going to have to live within my means and not continue to spend frivolously. In fact, I won't have money available to me. My credit will be eliminated. That's the step I'm taking. It's a rather drastic step, but it's a step that's going to help me see things forward. It's going to help me see my future where I want it to be. Whereas I've been blinded for a long time by the debt that I've accumulated. You see, I've been, my friends used to talk about going on vacations and like, we went here and you should go there and, oh, we should go on vacation together. And my wife and I would just cringe because these vacations were beyond our means. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't manage it. We didn't have money available to us because we're paying so much on interest on our debt. So it wasn't an option for many, many, many years. We've made it an option. We've made it a possibility. But that's the position I put myself in, and I'm not going to live there anymore. I've committed myself to building my wealth. And I'm not doing so selfishly. Don't get me wrong. I want to enjoy a better life for myself, for my family, and we deserve it. My wife deserves it. We work hard. Not only with our jobs, I work a full-time job, she works a full-time job. On the side, I'm now building this community. And on the side, I'm trying to build a real estate development. So we work hard. We put a lot of effort into our lives. But because we struggled with debt for too many years, it's almost impossible to see a better future. As much as I may imagine it up here, putting it into action has been an issue. And it's, not only creative thought, but being able to take action on that thought. So that's me moving forward. I believe in studying wealth because in order to have that life we love, it takes money. Everything we want costs money. So in order to have the life we enjoy, we need to have the money to enjoy it. So why not have as much wealth as can be available to us? So that's my purpose here. With learning wealth myself. I'm taking that wealth study upon myself, but I'm also bringing it to the community because I believe that we deserve to be wealthy. There is an abundance of wealth within this world. There's more than enough to be spared, but we have to go out there and seek it. We just learned in this lesson that those who experience poverty, who experience strife, who can't see beyond heartache and can't imagine a better day, it's because that's what they see. They see the struggle, they see the brokenness, they see that I can't do this or I can't afford that. And they see the pain and they see anger, right? I was angry at the world for a long time. And I say I was angry at the world because I blamed the world for my problems. But the fact is they were my problems. I'm the one who had to do something about them. I'm the one who had to adjust in order to live a better life. At the time, I just wanted to build a better life. That was all my imagination was about. I didn't know how to do that, but I knew I had to stop behaving the way I was and start behaving differently, looking for better opportunities. My only consideration at the time was to remove the attitude, to remove the anger, to remove the negativity. Now, I did seek counseling at the time. And that counseling I'm totally grateful for because immediately it began to change the person I saw within myself. And because I saw a better person, I could be a better person. I could grow to become a better person. Still growing today. I'm not perfect. Here's my affirmation. I'm not perfect. I never will be, but I am amazing. And I feel that. I do a lot of good for myself, for my family, and now for others. And that's the reason I believe in getting rich, because we deserve to build a better life. We deserve to enjoy a life we love to live. That's our premise here in Live and Love Life. Again, it's not just about me. if I help make the world a better place, it's a better place for me and my family to live in. And my family is not just me, my wife, and my kids. It's my mother and my sister and her kids. It's my sister-in-law and her kids. And anyone they have to interact with, anyone they have to experience and spend time with. And it's a continuous circle, right? It's a continuously flowing evolution. And we have to nurture that evolution. We have to make the world we want. Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in the world. I long ago decided I would be that change. I would cause these things to happen rather than be at the effect of these things happening. I would make this universe, my section of the universe, the best possible life or existence I could make from it. So I now believe in wealth. I believe in riches. And yes, I can still be a spiritual being because I got in touch with my spirituality first. I got in touch with who I am as a person. In the past, faith was an issue for me. I didn't understand it because as a man who walked away from the church 1 week before my 12th birthday due to impropriety in the church at the time. See, I was brought up as a religious man or a religious child. But I saw things. I saw the contradiction that was written in the Bible. Then I saw the way human beings who studied the Bible or studied religion were behaving. And as an 11-year-old boy, almost 12, I was very strong and strong-willed and independent. And I was able to observe and see things going on that I didn't like and I believed shouldn't exist. But at the time, I could do nothing about them. I couldn't change them. I just could make the decision to not be involved in it, to not be a part of it and not let it happen to me. So I walked away from the church at that age. There's another moment I'm grateful for because it allowed me to grow and experience at my own stage. Now, maybe that's a long time coming. I'm 47 years old and I'm just now learning a lot of lessons that maybe I could have learned a long time ago. But even put it this way, I've discovered my spirituality as an adult because I watched The Secret, and in it, Dr. Michael Beckwith, he says, think of God as a metaphor for the universe. As soon as those words hit my mind, I went, wow, what a concept. All this time I've been taught God as a being, God as an individual, God wants you, God is this one thing. But the universe as a whole, it's a united existence. And we are all part of that universe. We are all part of this one voice. And I went, wow, why didn't I know that back then? Why didn't I understand that back then? But I couldn't have. My mind couldn't have wrapped itself around it as a 12-year-old boy or an 11-year-old boy. But now that I'm grown and I've learned a lot about religion and spirituality and faith and the universe and the oneness, I went, wow, now I can understand it. Now I can unite that with my concept and my belief. So I've discovered spirituality. I don't particularly like religion. In fact, as I started learning, I learned I was discovering or learning about a religion. And when I learned that religion, I went, wow, all this time I've been studying to be a Buddhist. Because Buddhism is about love. It's about love and harmony. It's about embracing that oneness and the concept that we are all brothers and sisters of this universe. We exist together to help it become better. Not just us, but the plants and the animals and the insects. We're all meant to be elements of this universe, to help build upon it, to help make it greater. And when we don't embrace that, when we see the lack and we see the disharmony and we experience dissatisfaction, we're not doing all we can to help make this universe a better place. And when we're not rich and we're not successful, we're not doing all we can to make this universe a better place. We're not doing all we can to make it as great as it can be. So I believe we should become wealthy. Again, there was 2 reasons for doing this. I believe I'm learning a lot through this study. This one book alone, they say, is the one that can make you wealthy. So if you haven't gotten it, get this book. I will make it available through Live and Love Life, through our SOGR page. But get a copy of this book. If you can't, and again, this is an outdated book. It was written in 1910. But my mentors, Sunil Tulsiani and Cora Cristobal, have rewritten it. A male and a female, because this was written for men in 1910. But Sunil and Cora, neither of them were born in Canada. Neither of them come with the English language instilled in them. Not that the English language is difficult for them, but they had to learn it through another language or through another earlier mother tongue. And they've come to understand it well. And as such, they've written this book in such a way that it can be understandable to all. Male and female, regardless of whether English is your second language or your first language, this is written in easy terms for you to grasp and to help implement into your life. So if you haven't gotten a copy, as I said, Sunil and Cora are givers. They want to give more value than they receive. And they're charging $27 for this program. I say it's a program, not just a book. You get an ebook. You get a physical copy of the book. You get 20 video programs where you can learn on your computer, that you can study this. Rather than my readings, it's there from them who have spent many hours studying this program. And then you get 20 audios where you can have it MP3 and you can listen to it as you go, whether you're at the gym, whether you're on your way to work, whether you're just walking down the street. You can take this information in, even doing laundry or housework or whatever. You can have these in your ear to learn and study as you go about your day. And then they give gift certificates. So again, they want to give all they can to help you grow and develop. And then there's access to a community built around the book. But if you also buy more than one copy, and I bought a couple copies for friends of mine out there because I believe they deserve to be rich. Or you can buy it for clients or anybody you think deserves to have this information. And if you buy more than one copy, you will have access to a 3-hour workshop they're putting on August 22nd. That's a $300 value right there, just for the workshop. So get more than one copy and come out to this workshop and begin to study the science of getting rich. Just from these videos, I've learned a lot because I'm reading them, because I'm helping to teach them, because I've made it my commitment to learn how to be wealthy. And I believe you should too. So get yourself a copy of this book. In fact, there'll also be an access to the link for this book as well, the original 1910 version of The Science of Getting Rich. You'll find that at www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR. That's live-love-life.ca/SOGR for Science of Getting Rich. I believe it's our birthright to be all that we can be. And if you're thinking of lack, if you're thinking of dissatisfaction, if you're thinking about how miserable your life is, that's all you're going to experience. I can tell you that from firsthand experience. That's what my life was once upon a time. I hated my life. At one point, I even didn't want to get up in the morning because I thought, what am I living for? What am I doing this for? So I had misery in my life, and I had to change that. And I did, because I made the commitment to do so. And I began thinking about the positive and the good things in my life. That's what gratitude is, being grateful, whether you have good things going on in your life. And if you have good things, be thankful as they come to you. Be grateful that this just happened to you. But if you had bad things going on, Take them as lessons. Be grateful for the fact that you are experiencing this and you have something to learn from this. That's gratitude, whether it's for the positive or whether it's for the negative. Be grateful, because there's a lot to learn from the negative. In fact, if we didn't experience from the negative, we couldn't learn and grow. That's the point of this community, to learn and grow. So I want you to begin to see the positive and experience the positive, but be grateful for the negative that you are experiencing, because there are lessons to learn. The debt I experienced has taught me a lot of lessons. It's helped me to put me in a position to move forward. I'm grateful for the debt I've experienced, because I'm not going to experience it anymore. I've made that commitment in my life, and building wealth and studying wealth is a part of that. I want you to be wealthy. So get your hands on this program. Once again, the website is www.live-love-life.ca/SOGR. I want to build the world into a better place. I'm here to help you build a life you love to live. This study of getting rich is just one of the things I'm going to do in the community, Live and Love Life, to help you build a life you love to live. Continue to join me. Continue this mission with me. If you just watch these videos, you're going to learn a lot. But get your hands on one of these books and you're going to learn a lot, because the study of it will help you learn and grow. But you can't just study it. You have to put it into action. You have to implement what you're learning. That's what's going on for me. I hope that's what's going to happen for you. I want you to live a better life. Thank you for joining me today. Continue to join us for this study. I'm RJ Horner. Better days ahead.